What's up, guys? Eli here, back for another new stuff video. I have got a bunch of stuff lately. I know. When will this end? I got so much that I had to kind of divide it into, sections and formats and stuff. So I'm going to do vinyl and cassette today. It's pretty small. I'm actually kind of enjoying doing kind of shorter videos. They're just so much less stressful. Is that the word? I don't know. We're going to go with less stressful. Yeah, let's get started. Starting with the, I know I said vinyl. I have one vinyl record here. It is a bit of a grail for me, so I'm super stoked to have this. I've wanted it for a long time. I've never really tried hard to get it or anything, but I found it in the U.S. for a reasonable price, and hell yeah. Anyways, what are we talking about other than the plagued Trimonium Split 7-inch? See, obviously you got the plagued side, Trimonium side. I bought it for Plagued. So Plagued was a short-lived, just pretty much two-guy band out of Ireland. Both guys from the band Primordial, who are one of my all-time favorite bands. There's only one song from each band here. The Plagued song is awesome. It starts off sounding like kind of that Celtic black metal, Primordial are known for. And then 3/4 of the song or so, or maybe at the halfway point, it turns into like later era Immortal. Like, it's really, really cool. It's a great song. I wish they did more. But I don't know if there's ever going to be more, but I doubt it. The Trimonium side, we got another great song by black metal band out of Germany, Trimonium. They just kind of play this unique sounding, at least I think they're unique, kind of epic, majestic black metal is all I can really, only way I can describe it. They're a great band. They got like 3 or 4 full-length albums. All are really worth getting, especially Blow the Horns. Go try to track down Blow the Horns if you like, epic black metal. It's fantastic. So see if you can find yourself a copy of this, because it's really cool to have. I just threw it across the room. That came out in 2007. Einheit Produktionen is the label. I think it was limited to 500 copies or something. It's killer. Next, we're going to move on to the tapes. We have Sjálvmord. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Sjálvmord. This is black metal out of, I think they were out of Norway. God, I really shit the bed with the with the notes. I'm tired. I probably shouldn't be doing this right now, but I think they're out of Norway. Not going to be able to pronounce that demo name because, not going to happen. So this band was active from 2004 to roughly 2005, maybe a little later, unsure. This is the first and only demo they ever did. This is just raw Norse black metal. Kind of sounds Finnish, maybe. It came out on Forgotten Wisdom Productions. It's nothing special, but I dig it. Hence why I bought it. And next we have something that definitely sounds Finnish, because it is Finnish. Musta, how do you pronounce this one? Musta Sianaus. This was also their first and only demo. From 2008, the band formed in 2007. And this is just raw, primal, very Finnish sounding black metal. They're definitely trying to sound like their countrymen, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you like Horna, Sargeist, Satanic War Master, but a little bit more raw and a little bit more sloppy, which is fine. This came out on Wolfsver Productions, or Wolfsver Records, limited to 166 copies. It's good for you diehard, Finnish black metal fans. This is something you might want to look into. Is it as good as, anything that Horna or Sargeist have done? Behexen, it probably doesn't sit comfortably next to those guys, but it's still pretty good if you like that. Again, if you like that raw Finnish sound, yeah, even stuff like the early Gorgoroth, You could do a lot worse. Then we have the Ruina demo from 2005. Not a lot known about this band, and this is quite a rare tape. This came out in Northern Sky Productions, limited to 66 copies. I believe, from what I've heard and from what I've read, I believe this is black metal out of Portugal. If I have any Portuguese watchers, let me know if you know anything about this. Again, this is obscure and rare, and I'm only guessing as to what it is. I'm going off, what I have heard. This is just raw. I mean, as you would assume, raw black metal, the way I like it. This next one, I will not show the cover completely because it's kind of gross. I don't know what it's trying to do here. I'll just say that it's gross. Band, it's called Bleeding. The album is called Donors. It's actually an EP. Came out on the Flaming Arts Productions, I think. So this came out in 2000. This brutal death metal band formed in 1993. I think this is the final thing that they ever did. Yeah, I think they were active till around 2000 or so. Is this amazing brutal death metal? Not really. This is raw, kind of sloppy, primal, brutal death metal, but there's some charm to it. I should have wrote down which country they're from. Eastern European for sure. Russia, Belarus, maybe. I can't remember exactly, but I've never seen anyone mention this band. But it's just a cool, obscure, brutal death metal EP that I just, for some reason, had to have. And the last thing for today, a four-way split came out in 2005. This is going to be tough because it's four bands that I'm really not familiar with. The thing is called, what is it called? The Cocoon of Asphyx. I'm not really sure why. We got Incinerator, we got Vacarm, we got Lethal, we got Recreation. You're probably thinking I've never heard of any of those bands. I haven't either, but I thought it looked cool, and I haven't listened to it yet. This came out on Nihilistic Holocaust, limited to 1,215 copies. So Incinerator, Swedish thrash band, active from 95 to 2005. And I have heard good things about some of these bands, or I've read some reviews. It's a cool little release. Active from 95 to 2005, roughly. Vacarm, brutal death metal out of France, active from 91 to 2006. Lethal, Swedish thrash, another Swedish thrash band, formed in 2004. Still going. I think this might be one of the few bands that's still going. And then Recreation, death thrash from New York City, of all places, the U.S. Yeah, cool, right? Active from 96 to around 2005. I kind of have a soft spot for like raw, obscure thrash bands. So I mostly bought that for the thrash. I'm cool with there being a little bit of death metal on there. I've actually been digging some brutal death metal lately. So those are two genres that I'm kind of feeling into lately. So I figure thrash, brutal death metal, cheap tape, I'll give it a shot. So what do you guys think? Have you heard any of those bands? Vacarm, Lethal, Recreation, Incinerator? I'm not laughing because I think that it's funny or anything that I haven't heard of them. I think I don't know. I'm kind of a dummy sometimes with the things that I buy. And sometimes I don't realize it until I'm talking to you guys about it. And then I'm like, wait, why did I buy this? Like, or what was it that made me want it? Maybe it was the artwork. Maybe it was the interesting combination of European bands with a band from New York. I don't know. Maybe I'll play it tonight. If it's worth talking about, I'll come back and chat with you guys about it.
of your own God. Self-upgrade.
Has anyone heard that Plagued Trimonium Split? Awesome. I heard it years back. I think probably around the time that it came out, and I just kind of always wanted a copy, but I just never really did the legwork, you know, to try to actually find it. But again, found a seller in the U.S., perfect condition, sold it to me for a good price, and I'm, you know, again, Primordial are one of my favorite bands, so I'm super happy to have it. Speaking of Primordial, is anyone going to go to, or does anyone have any interest in going to Maryland Death Fest next year? I'm going strictly to see Primordial. Everything else is just the icing on the cake. I honestly don't care what bands that I see or don't see in those couple of days. All I want to see is Primordial. I'm going to save all my energy. I'm going to not be hungover. I'm going to not be in a bad mood or tired or anything. I've always wanted to see them. They never come to the U.S. I shouldn't say never. They have before. They come to the U.S. from time to time, but it's less and less, you know, as they've gotten older. So this could be my last realistic chance to see them. So I got to go. But if any of you guys were thinking about going, I'd love to meet up. It'd be cool to meet some of you, whether you are, you know, other friends of mine with YouTube channels, or if you're just, you know, viewers that, you know, we've talked here and there over the years. It'd be cool to meet up. I'll buy you a beer for, you know, sticking with me and watching my channel. It'd be awesome. I'm trying to kind of rustle up as many people, kind of trying to interest people in going. It'd be cool to at least meet a few of you guys. So that's it for now. Again, I got plenty of stuff to show. I got a lot of little projects I'm working on. Hopefully, you know, you're digging some of this at least. I'm having a lot of fun. I've just been keeping busy. Again, you know, not to sound like a loser, I don't have a lot of local friends. So, you know, my personal life is kind of weak. So that's why I do this, just to kind of like feel like I'm socializing a little bit. It works, right? And, you know, you guys are awesome. So thanks for sticking with me all this time. A lot of you guys have been watching this, you know, this channel since 2018, some of you. So anyways, Louis says hello. He's glaring at me for some reason right there. And we will talk soon. Fucking cheers.